Hey guys, welcome to Data Track, your one-stop channel for all the data science and machine learning updates. In today's video, we will do practical of all the learning that has happened in this series, that is introduction to linear regression, how to fit a linear regression model, what are the assumptions of linear regression, checking whether those assumptions are satisfied or not, looking at variable importance and goodness of fit, and some variations of the linear regression. And I will add the link of all the past videos in the description section. So let's get started. So from a practical standpoint, we will look at an advertising dataset and we will test all our learnings that has happened for linear regression in this dataset. And I will make the link of this notebook available in the description section. You can go and click on this button to run the code yourself and do any changes if you wish to. So we will look at an advertising dataset. This is the property of linear regression where it can model linear relationship. And this is the advertising dataset. So advertising is a marketing communication to promote the sale of a product. In this dataset, the advertising consists of money spent in TV, radio and newspaper ads and the corresponding achieved sales in that period. So given the money spent in TV ads, radio ads and newspaper ads, the job is to predict the sales. So first of all, definitely what we will do, we will start with looking in the advertising dataset, that is doing an exploratory data analysis. So there are 200 rows in the data. This is how data looks like. The amount of money spent on TV is 230, radio 37, newspaper 69 and the corresponding sales achieved is 22. We don't care about the units. It might be possible that this may be in thousands or millions and this may be in some other units. So first of all, we will do an EDA to understand which features are important and whether the assumptions of linear regression are getting satisfied or not. If we look at the dependent variable, this is the distribution. We can see there are no major outlier that at some time there is sales which is pretty high. We can see it's quite normal. There is not much deviation. And then we will look at the scatter plot. We will see the relationship between dependent variable and the independent variable, how the spent on TV is affecting the sales. And similarly, we will do it for all of them. We can use a regression plot or we can use a scatter plot. Regression plot is similar to scatter plot, but on top of it, it also adds a regression line. So you can see that all of them are linear. So the first assumption of linearity is satisfied. That is, the dependency between the sales and TV is linear. And with this diagram, one more thing that is quite visible is that the impact of TV ads is more significant than the other two ads, because these two lines are quite flat compared to this line. And so the EDA insights is TV ad seems to have higher impact with the steepest slope followed by radio and then newspaper. Spending on TV ads seems to have highest variance followed by newspaper and radio. One reason could be the cost associated is high for TV ads. So assumptions of linear regression, the first assumption of linear relationship is satisfied. Next we will look at multicollinearity, because the second assumption of linear regression is there should be no or little multicollinearity. If we do the plot of correlation matrix, we can see that there is no major correlation where the correlation is very high. It's high between radio and newspaper but not very high. So what we can do is we can see variance inflation factor, where it will try to regress each model with respect to other model, right? So if we see the variance inflation factor of TV is 2.4, radio is 3.2, newspaper is 3.05, and VIF says that in case it's less than 5, it's fine. We can say that the variables are quite independent. So the second assumption of linear regression, that is no or little multicollinearity, is also satisfied. Next we will fit the model, and depending on the statistics we get, we will do the checks of other assumptions as well. On fitting an ordinary least square, we find these are the values. R square is 0.97, which is pretty high, which is good. R square can be between 0 and 1, and higher the R value, better is the fit. The fit is good. And probability of F statistic is close to 0, which is also good. We will look at it, what that is. And these are the other numbers, and these are the coefficients. If you see the coefficients, it's 0.16, highest for radio. That doesn't mean that radio is the most important variable. We will look at that also, but we have seen this in the past also, that don't confuse coefficients value with the higher importance. And these are some other statistics that the model throws. Let's look at it one at a time. Let's look at F statistics first. The null hypothesis: the model with no independent variable fits the data as well as your model. And the alternative is the model fits the data better than the intercept only model. So it's like, with if we have no independent variable, then also the model is doing good performance, and the probability of that is close to zero. So that is not the case. Our independent variables are better explaining the dependent variable, that is the sales. So F statistics is satisfied. And autocorrelation, here we can see that the Durbin-Watson value is 1.9, and we have seen in the assumptions of linear regression, Durbin-Watson test is used to check whether there is autocorrelation in or not. That is, the error terms should have no pattern, they should be independent of each other, and value close to 2 indicates no correlation, close to 0 indicates positive correlation, and close to 4 indicates negative correlation. So positive, negative, 0, 4, and in the middle around 2 it's no autocorrelation, and in our case it's close to 2, so there is no autocorrelation. Hence the assumptions that there shouldn't be any pattern in error, that is no or little autocorrelation, is satisfied. Next we will check for homoscedasticity. Homoscedasticity means same variance, which assumes that the residuals are randomly scattered across the fitted line. So what we can do is we can do a residual plot. This is our fitted line, and these are the error that model is not able to explain. And if you see, the residuals are randomly scattered, there is no pattern as such. Like in this case it's homoscedastic, and here it's heteroscedastic because there is pattern. These are just some example image, and in our data it's this way. If you can see, there is no pattern as such, the errors are randomly scattered. So homoscedasticity is also satisfied. And what are the problem if that was not? In case of heteroscedastic, it can happen that the coefficients obtained are not significant, but in our case that won't be, because homoscedasticity is satisfied. Next, let's check for multivariate normality. So that is the next assumption of linear regression, is that the residuals should be normally distributed. The reason is that if the residuals are normally distributed, there is no major outlier that can affect our linear regression model, because linear regression model, the loss function is ordinary least squares, and if there are some outliers, it can impact the regression line, and the linear regression line can get tilted more towards the outlier. Let's do the normality check of the residuals, and you can see that it's quite normal, that we can check using skewness and kurtosis. These are the two parameters of a normal distribution, and both are close to 0, right? So which means that the residuals are close to normal distribution. So our assumption that multivariate normality is satisfied. So if the residuals are normally distributed, we can say that more or less the features are also normally distributed, hence our assumption is satisfied. With that, all the assumption of multivariate normality, homoscedasticity, no autocorrelation, little or no multicollinearity, and linear relationship, all the 5 assumptions are satisfied. Next, we will look at feature importance. Now coming to feature importance, one mistake that should not be done is take the coefficient values, higher the coefficient value, higher is the feature importance. No, that is not the case, because we have seen in the assumption video as well that length or weight, depending on their unit, that is kilogram, gram or meter, centimeter, the coefficients value will change. So the coefficient value doesn't mean how important that feature is. But what we can do is, instead we can standardize the feature first. With standardize, I mean we can let the mean as it is, but divide the feature by its standard deviation, so the standard deviation of all the features become 1. Now when we fit a linear regression model, what happens? All the features are comparable, and then the coefficients that we obtain can be compared with feature importance. Like in this case, after standardizing the features, we get TV ads has a high value compared than radio and then newspaper ads, and that is what we can plot, that TV has higher importance than radio and newspaper. So take coefficient value as feature importance only when you have standardized the features. And also we have looked in the assumption video, other way in which we can find feature importance is we can do forward selection, add one variable at a time and see the gain in goodness of fit, R square or adjusted R square, and that is the contribution of each individual feature. So with that, we come to the summary that TV ads comes to be the most important feature. Linear regression results are statistically significant as all the assumptions are satisfied. You can also look at other statistics and Google more about it. And a part of it, the link of this notebook will be provided in the description section. So with that, we have completed our linear regression series where we looked at all the aspects of linear regression and finally did a practical example to test our understanding. So far, if you have enjoyed the content, please subscribe to the channel and like the videos and let me know your feedback in forms of comment. Thank you. Bye.